the biggest deer in my life.
My heart's racing like crazy. I think we just killed Shatterbrains.
All right, deer season 23. We've got a good one lined up with Wade and Perry. One with a muzzleloader during early muzzleloader season, another with a bow, and two giant whitetails. Both of these deer are 6.5 or older. Hopefully you enjoy both. The boys are getting it done in Iowa.
This segment of DoD TV is brought to you by Matthews Archery. Elevate your archery experience.
We're ready to rock now, buddy. And we're going into 257 Ridge. It's one of my favorite spots, as in I killed grasshopper up there probably 3 years ago. And then last year I encountered D8 up there and actually killed him right below it a few days later. But it's one of my favorite spots on the farm. And it's a big radish field leading out to winter bulbs. So hopefully old Shatterbrains will make his debut today. He's been up on this plot a good bit here early season, and hopefully tonight he'll show during daylight. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. A couple nights ago he was out here right at 7:30 on camera, so he could have been out daylight, but those big old mature deer like that don't always like to show in daylight. 68 degrees and real calm winds, so we'll see what happens.
The story of Shatterbrains, it was an interesting history with this particular buck, because I remember a couple years ago we were sitting down to do our annual velvet inventory round, because we'd put cameras out, had analogics in front of them, and we always love mid-August because we collect all the cards. And I remember one buck that actually shed his velvet in mid to late July, which is a full month ahead of when most of them shed velvet each and every year. And I'd never seen a deer shed that early. So we kind of said, there must be something wrong with him. He's got something nagging at him. It is odd for a deer to shed that early. And then sure enough, as the season started to progress, tines started popping off. Clearly he was not in great health, or those antlers wouldn't have been that brittle. You oftentimes see brittle antlers in the middle of a drought. Well, we weren't seeing that breakage with any of the other deer, but this guy kept breaking. And by the end of the season, man, I mean, he was all broke up, and that's when he got his name, Shatterbrains. We were actually hunting the fork buck that year, and Perry and I had some fantastic encounters with Shatterbrains. Check it out.
Son of a gun. Call him Shatter.
He was a big mature buck, and he was doing things big mature bucks do, but for whatever reason, he didn't have the density in his antlers to hang in there, so something from a health component was nagging him. Then you go into the following year, he blew big giant deer, but again, he breaks and lives up to his name. Great picture history with him. We had some encounters with him. Phenomenal deer. Well, going into the fall of 23, man, we get the pictures this summer and it's clear he's a giant. No doubt about it, he's one of the main targets on the farms. Wade's up to bat, he's going in after Shatterbrains. Hopefully he can make it happen.
That's him. Yeah. He's right where you said he'd come from. Yeah. $6:55. We have about 15 minutes. was expecting was 0 wind that he would drop into it. I don't know that he moved. I can't say for certain. I could have been just low, but he came all the way in to about 35, 36 yards. What a deer. 8.5-year-old buck, the target buck when came in here after. And I just blew my opportunity.
This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by the new specially designed, lightweight, and durable Tenzing Day Pack. Go further, hunt longer, Tenzing.
Well, here we go. It is October 17th. For me, we're still rolling with early muzzleloader season here in Iowa. Hence why we got the orange on. Mark's hunting, Wade's hunting, Terry and Forrest are hunting. Good luck to everyone out there. Carson and I are gonna jump in a spot where we hunted with a bow a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, encountered a big 9-pointer. He just didn't make it through the gap where we needed him to get. But tonight, we got a muzzleloader. Never know what could happen. This is the first south after all the cold through the cold front, the first warm day. So we're gonna give it a whirl. Let's go.
Well, it's 70 degrees, 4 o'clock, and Darren and I are in for a long set, but we have high hopes as we got a first picture in probably 10, 12, 14 days of Shatterbrains. This morning we got his picture walking right down the middle of this plot. Granted, we saw him probably 5 or 6 days ago. He gave me an opportunity and I totally just botched it, but nonetheless, if he gives me that opportunity again, I'm ready to kill him, so he'll be in trouble if he does it again.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deer there. Wow, he's got a pretty good gut on him. There's a lot of deer out there. Pile. There's a buck in the center. That's a big deer. That deer's fully mature. Where'd he come from? I don't know, but he's giant. All the deer are filing in. There's either a 4.5-year-old or 5.5-year-old 10 with a kicker. And then there's a deer. He could be a 6x6. He's got a lot going on. That is for sure 6 years old. He could be older than that. I don't know. I don't know the deer. But with any luck, they come through this gap, give us a shot. If our wind holds tonight, we should be in business. They're moving very, very well. That's him. Yeah. Look at the blind, or what's he doing? He's just looking this way, but not at the blind. Okay. He did exactly what we thought he was gonna do. Are you filling out the front window? Yeah. Well, there's a pile of deer out on that wheat field. And that's a deer we've had come through this gap 2 nights ago. He's got real big pincher, like crab claws on the end of his beams. He's a giant, at least 6.5-year-old. He could be older than that, but so with any luck, he makes it through this transition area before the light is over. Phase 3, the October lull. Whoa. I'm nervous. That's a freaking giant, buddy. Do you know how far he is there?
Yeah, 49.
I'm all over.
Ben.
Can you open it with one hand and film with the other? Go ahead and open it and film. All right. I'm on it. Oh, I think I hit him hard. You smoked him. I think we just killed Shatterbrains, baby. Redemption, baby. Oh my God. Oh, that was a conundrum. We had a doe. We had a doe right here at 5 yards. I tried to get him out of the corner window, and thank God he stood there. I think we just put it through him, baby. Oh, yes. Oh my God, that thing is an absolute mega giant here in Iowa. I think I just killed one of the biggest bucks of my life right there. Oh my God, thank you, Darren, for being here with me. And I think we just got it done tonight. Man, my heart's racing like crazy. Oh my God, I think we just killed Shatterbrains. Just an old warrior on this farm, the oldest buck on the farm, and I think we just got it done.
Are you kidding me, dude? Dude, we just shot a giant. I just shot the biggest deer in my life. Oh my God.
That deer flat wore us completely out, dude. Completely. Dude, thank you so much for being here, buddy.
He's a slob. Certified slob, buddy.
I just shot the biggest deer in my life, by far. Early muzzleloader season here in Iowa. Carson, thank you, brother.
Tagged out in Iowa.
Thank you. On a
Slam.
on a monster, dude.
That right there is as good as it gets, my friend.
I just shot the biggest deer in my life.
You're kidding. Which deer was it?
The deer with the crab claws on the end of his beams.
Oh, that guy, the big fat one.
Yeah, like 100% 6.5, like owner.
Nice. Wade just hit his.
What?
No way. Look at your text. He sent the hit.
Holy cow.
Oh my God.
All right, well, you guys do your thing. Congrats, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay, see you.
See ya.
Waiter.
He smoked.
Waiter's calling.
Oh, baby.
Waiter's calling. Wade.
Oh my God. What a night.
My God is right.
My gosh.
Do you know the deer with the big crab claws on the end of his beams?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, God.
Dude.
Congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations to you.
Oh,
We
yeah.
called Mark. We called Mark because I hadn't looked at my phone in 30 minutes because this deer had us so pinned up, and he's like, "Are you kidding me? Wade just shot Shatterbrains." I'm like, "What?"
Send me a clip of the shot.
Oh, we will.
Awesome. All right. Sounds good, buddy.
Congrats, dude. Congrats. All right, later.
Are you kidding me?
Look at that thing.
Here we are, phase 3, the October lull. But when we started the October lull, we had a cold front. Well, today, the 17th of October, was the first warm-up of the cold front. So we had our first south wind. Mark always says the first warm-up after a cold front is electric. Just what an amazing night Carson and I had. I'm hunting early muzz here in Iowa since I filled my bow tag ready. We climbed into a muddy ground blind with the Traditions Nitro fire, and we had some does come by close, and they busted our wind because our thermals were dropping at the end of the evening. And this guy stood there in a standoff, but he finally turned broad and gave me a shot, and I put that Traditions to work, and it resulted in me sitting behind my biggest buck ever in my life, possibly. I mean, just an absolute giant here in the October lull, phase 3.
Well, we gave it a quick look, and unfortunately it wasn't necessarily what we like to see. It's dark blood, and there wasn't a whole lot, so we tracked him about 100, a little over 100 yards, kind of ran out of blood, so we're gonna wait for Tracker John in the morning and resume the track, but hopefully we'll have some answers in the morning, but not looking good so far. It's gonna be a sleepless night.
All right, hit's a little bit high. We're gonna do what we have to do to find this deer. And then the next morning, we called Tracker John. We started tracking, we're at the 14, 15 hour mark. And all of a sudden we get to a bed that had dried blood in it, but wet blood leaving. And we were like, uh-oh, we're out, we're backing out. This deer's not dead yet. So we waited again, more hours, probably another 24. Then we start tracking again, can't find the deer. We start gridding, we start looking, and we just would not stop. We're gonna do everything we can because we felt like it was a fatal hit. You talk about a game of inches. If that arrow's lower and back just a little bit, deer runs 100 yards and is dead. Unfortunately, we feel like this could be a one lung hit. It's gonna take longer than we'd like to see, but we're not gonna give up until we finish this job. So, you saw coyotes down here?
Yeah, they come out of this track of, or it's pretty much just a giant draw, and hopped across this knob. It's what, 300 yards from the house?
Yeah.
So
So you just said,
I was like, well, it doesn't hurt to go drive down there, and there is a buck laying right over there, right up 10 yards in there by that ditch.
I'll be doggone.
I don't know if it's him or not, but we can go over there.
Looks about gotta be him.
Big deer.
Go have a look at it.
Yeah, that's definitely him.
That's him, man.
Man, that deer is large. Oh, jeez. Definitely not the ending we wanted. Well, it is the ending we wanted, but
It's definitely him, but you at least get the moment that you wanted. I mean, you're gonna tag the animal.
yeah, I'll get my tag out now, and so happy to be able to wrap my tag around this guy. Like I said, it's unfortunate that you know, it took a little longer than we had hoped, but nonetheless, we're able to close the chapter on an 8.5-year-old Iowa giant.
I am glad that we got to close the loop, but we always feel like we didn't do our job if we don't take them down right away.
Absolutely, it definitely is deflating, you know, that the meat went bad, but like I said, all's well that ends well. The coyotes are actually the ones who led us to this deer.
Found him.
He's in this nasty thicket.
And credit Wade, I mean, a lot of guys would have said, hey, I'm gonna go bow hunting. I haven't got this one yet. If I find him, I'll get a salvage tag. And you know, that's not the way we do it. Like, he kept that tag in his pocket in the hopes that we could find this deer, and that's exactly what just happened. Wade's got his tag on him, and it is the end of the story now.
Absolutely, thank you so much. And couldn't be happier to put that Iowa bow tag on him. Just awesome.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by DeerCast Maps. Prep, predict, and pursue your target buck.